In this video, I'm going to share the 6 most popular kitchen layout types. I know a lot of my clients find it helpful to see different layout types for ideas and inspiration when they're designing their own kitchen, so I thought it might help spark some ideas for you too if you're in that design phase of your new kitchen. Hi, I'm Michael from Kitchensider and welcome to the channel. Before we get into these different kitchen layouts, I just wanted to say that not every kitchen has to fit exactly into one of these layouts. These are just some of the most popular kitchen layout types and a good starting point. Right, let's look at these layouts. Number 1 on my list is the single wall kitchen layout. The single wall layout pretty much does exactly what it says on the tin. Everything is designed and fitted along one single wall. It's a layout that's becoming more popular in smaller spaces such as lofts and flats, and is often designed with a more modern and minimalist contemporary style. A single wall kitchen can be a great option if you want an open plan living area but don't have that much room to play with. By only using one wall, this frees up all the space for a dining or living area. Now, the disadvantage of a single wall layout is simply its size. You just can't fit as many cabinets into this layout. So if you need lots of storage or you want larger appliances like a big range cooker or an American fridge freezer, then the single wall kitchen layout might not be the best choice for you. Kitchen layout number 2 is the galley kitchen layout. The galley kitchen layout is when you have 2 runs of cabinets opposite each other. This is usually against 2 walls, but doesn't always have to be the case, although it's probably what we think of most when we think about a galley kitchen. So a galley kitchen layout can be a really efficient working arrangement and quite easy to implement the working triangle. All you need to do is place the sink on the opposite run to the hob and then have your fridge at one of the ends, and then that way it creates a really neat working triangle between these 3 items. Just make sure you have enough distance between the 2 runs of cabinets, that walkway. I would say you want at least 1 to 1.2 meters in order to make sure you can walk through and not bash or clash doors or drawers when you open them, and also allow enough clear countertop space on either side of your hob for prep and other kitchen tasks. Another thing I like to be aware of when I'm designing a galley kitchen is to be careful not to hang too many wall cabinets, as this can make the room feel very narrow and imposing and block out natural light that comes in. It's about finding that balance between having enough storage in the kitchen and keeping the room feeling light and spacious. Number 3 is the L-shaped kitchen layout. An L-shaped kitchen layout comprises of cabinets on 2 walls at right angle to one another. Usually one of these walls and runs of cabinets is slightly longer than the other, creating that L shape, but it doesn't always have to be, they could be exactly the same. I'll often find that with an L-shaped kitchen, having your taller tower cabinets on the shorter side of the L can help be a bit more space efficient, especially if there's a window on the longer run of the L, which there often is. Doing this means that you avoid blocking the light with those taller cabinets. Having the taller cabinets on the shorter L section side will mean that you get more countertop on the longer L run, which could mean that you could add more wall cabinets above. Again, just make sure you have enough clear countertop space and that your hob and sink have enough separation and distance between them. And if maximizing storage isn't a necessity, consider only putting wall cabinets along one side of the L and keeping the other L free. This can help to open up the room and give a feeling of space. Similar to the single wall layout, having an L-shaped layout is a good option to open up the room to a larger, kind of more open planned layout. It's a good layout if you want to include a dining table in the room and you don't have a separate area for that. Layout number 4 is a U-shaped kitchen layout. In a U-shaped kitchen layout, the cabinets are positioned around 3 walls to create that U shape. As with a galley kitchen layout, the U-shaped kitchen layout can be a really good way to create the working triangle and become a functional kitchen by simply putting the hob, sink and the refrigerator on a separate run. That way you create the triangle between them. A U-shaped kitchen layout is also really helpful if you want more countertop space, as you're using that 3rd wall or run for more storage and more countertop. Now, the main disadvantage of a U-shaped kitchen is that you're going to have 2 corners, and corner cupboards can often mean difficult to reach or just wasted space. So it's important to consider helpful corner mechanisms that improve the accessibility of these corner cabinets. There are lots of mechanisms and pullouts on the market, such as Le Mans or magic baskets, corner carousels. Any of these can be really helpful to make those corner cabinets more accessible and to make better use of those spaces. Layout number 5 is a Peninsula kitchen layout. A Peninsula kitchen layout is where one of the runs of cabinets coming off of the kitchen isn't against a wall. The key difference of a Peninsula kitchen is that this run coming off the kitchen is accessible from both sides, or technically 3 sides. A Peninsula kitchen is in some ways an addition to these other layouts that we've already talked about. It can turn a single wall kitchen into an L-shaped kitchen of sorts. And the same could be achieved by turning an L-shaped kitchen layout into a U-shaped kitchen layout. Creating a breakfast bar seating area coming off one of the walls can be a great way to introduce a more social seating environment into your kitchen. And you could even upgrade a U-shaped kitchen into a G-shaped kitchen by adding a peninsula into the room. Using a peninsula instead of a kitchen island can be a great idea, especially if you're limited on space, but you still want some functionality by having a deeper worktop section or some seating in your kitchen. Which leads me on to the last of our kitchen layouts, the kitchen island layout. A kitchen island is usually the most desirable kitchen layout. Having an island in your kitchen is a look and feature that everybody seems to want. However, you need to make sure you have adequate space to have this feature and layout. Similar to the Peninsula layout, a kitchen island layout can be incorporated into any of these other layouts we've talked about. So having a single wall and an island, or an L shape and an island, any of these combinations. Having an island kitchen layout can help create a more functional design by adding that extra touch point to your kitchen. The island could be for the sink, the hob, or a dedicated prep area. It could also serve to create a more social area by adding seating to the island. However, if you love the idea of an island and you just have to have one, be careful. A kitchen with an island that shouldn't have one will be an absolute nightmare to work in. Sacrificing the overall space, flow and functionality of your kitchen just to have an island is the wrong way to go about things. Make sure you have enough space to comfortably fit an island into your kitchen before you go ahead and fall in love with the idea of one. If you're thinking of having an island in your kitchen, then I'd recommend watching my video How to Plan the Perfect Kitchen Island. It walks you through how to design the best kitchen island for you and your space, so I'll leave a link to it up here. So there you have it, the 6 most popular kitchen layout types. Hopefully it's given you a few ideas and a bit of inspiration. Remember, getting the layout right is absolutely crucial, and I always tell my clients that the layout comes first when designing. It's really easy to change the colour or style of your cabinets or countertops again and again once you have the solid foundation of the best kitchen layout for your space. So focus on that layout. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.